Good day. Welcome back for another week of Talking Technical. And thank you so much for all the requests that we do receive. We get them on email. You can even put them on Twitter. Or some of the guys still got my WhatsApp number or my number 082 900 You can also drop an request there. But remember, this is the show for the viewers, and you ask whatever you want to ask. Sometimes it's a video just on technical analysis training. Sometimes it's a video of discussing one of your shares, even your favorites ones, or the one that worries you. But let's kick off with some interesting charts here. The first one, you will see I'm going to discuss two of them, but the first one is Meta Platforms. Now, that's the old Google that we all know about, but they changed their name. But if I look at this chart, and remember they listed on the NASDAQ, I'm seeing an ugly double top here. There's the one top, and then it works on, and another double top. And this little red line here is a beautiful 50-day moving average. And what worries me most is that we are not too far from maybe breaking this support line. And this very important support line waits at, and there's your level, is waiting at $274.38. Now, if that's the case, then I can bet yourself $1 because if this breaks and this double top comes into play, you can know that the NASDAQ will not hold. So yes, you've got that level, and look what we see here. There's a spike in volume. It gave a gap. The gap was closed immediately, but now we need to see if we can consolidate above this 50-day moving average, and that is sitting at 304. Now, if we can get above 304, yes, of course, we can go back 318 and even to the previous high. The high was at 330.54. Let's see if we can get back there. That will be a positive for the Meta platform or the Google share. But I'm worried that this is eventually going to break because a double top is one of those formations that always warns you that if it comes into play, that there is some trouble looming. And now I can bet you if Meta is going to struggle and some of the other technology shares is also going to struggle. Well, let's look at the next one. And that is, of course, Nvidia. Now, Nvidia already saw some ugly selling. And I just read the other day that that share is sitting at the moment on a 1770 price to earnings ratio. Now, let's have a look here. And here we also see a ugly formation, and that is a head and shoulder formation. Now, there you are. There you've got the beautiful left shoulder. There's the head. I can actually move that a little bit higher just to get it correctly done. There's the head, the neckline of the head, and there's the right shoulder. And now we exactly trading on this neckline. Yes, you will say to me, Frans, it is oversold. There's a positive divergence there. But for me, if I look at this formation is since June in place and it's worked all the way, and we're well above the 50-day moving average, sitting at 447 and 76. So I'm a little bit bearish on it, and I don't like this head and shoulder because if we break below this neckline at, let's say, 409, where can we go to? There you are. There's the projection from the head to the neckline. And let's project it downwards. There you are. And if I do that, you'll see that we'll probably end up right in this gap. And that gap is sitting between 306.07 and 366.35. And I know the rule is always that the share, if it opens up a gap, it always trades away from the gap. But for me, I know as well that although it sometimes trades for a long time away from this gap, the rule of gaps or windows are always quite simple. It's either going to close today or tomorrow or sometimes in future. And this gap is looming, and if this neckline turns into a resistance, we can maybe see this top company, Nvidia, going all the way back to about 341. But what worries me a little bit is that Nvidia, Microsoft, Apple, Meta is some of those stocks that's actually helping the Nasdaq to stay at these elevated levels. And I'm a little bit nervous if these two shares are starting to show some cracks. We can maybe see even the Nasdaq coming under pressure, and that will be nasty because I'm a little bit worried about that. Let's have a look at MTN. MTN was one of the requests from a viewer and said, Frans, I bought MTN a while back, and this share just knows one thing, and that is this share knows to drop. Every day it just goes lower and lower and lower. And I agree with you, sir. There's the lower highs. You can see there's a high, there's a lower high. And since then, I mean, from 130 on the 21st of August, in actual fact, we can go a little bit back. From the 14th of August, the high of this share, can you believe it was 142.89? And from 142.89, it almost fell in one straight line, and it's now 91. 24. So it just shows you that it lost almost 30% of its value, and there was an irregular double top there that warned the viewers. There's the clear double top, and I'm a little bit nervous, sir, because if I look at this line and I extend that, and there's the double top, maybe we can just extend it a little bit further for the viewers that's maybe not that new. There you are. There's the double top, massive double top. It came into play at 107.37, and I really hope that I'm wrong, because then this company, can you believe it can go? I don't like it, but I'll give you some light in the end of the tunnel right now. There you are. It can maybe go all the way down to 79.38. Can you believe it? But for me, I've seen over the years, if a share is almost oversold for 2 months in a row, September, October, for 2 months in a row, it's just going one way, it is down, down, down. Then eventually, out of this oversold situation, you will get a relief bounce. And where's the first sign of strength? First sign of strength will be the high of that candle, 95.09. Your stop loss will be 91.04. And what's the targets? The targets is 94.90. And if I must go back, I mean, you will probably find a lot of few targets then. That one is 98.75, 101, I think 100, and then maybe a relief bounce back to 102, and maybe test this line at 107. But then after that, you must be nervous, because by the time that it reaches 100 Rand, and we're now at about 91 Rand, we'll probably see that this stochastic is right at the top again, and then it can maybe start rollover. So I'm negative for the medium to the long term on MTN, but I'm a little bit bullish over the short term. But remember, that's only for a relief bounce until it, or maybe it goes all the way back to the 79, 80 Rand level. Then play poker face, wait. But I think after this flush out, you'll probably see sometime a spike in volume here. Then you know that it will can maybe bounce up. But don't be too greedy. But I mean, 3 or 4 or 5% in any book is not too bad. Let's have a look at British American Tobacco. We haven't got a lot of time. Let's see. British American Tobacco, for me, all the way down. But what I see here, it's testing this line. It's now, there you are. And for me, I like this company. There's a higher low here, positive divergence there. Maybe just show it for you viewers there. There's the higher lows, positive divergence. And for me, if we can maybe bounce above that, there you are. If we can get above 576.90, it will trigger a buy for me. Stop loss will be the support of that line, 567.01, and my first target will be this gap, 580, and it closes at 595.92. Oh, sorry, 586.63. and that will be my target, initial target, because there's the 50-day moving average sitting at 5.99, and there's a beautiful gap there. But I think this share is waiting on a weaker rand, and then it will kick into action. Well, thank you for watching the show. Let's chat it again. Visit our website, www.fransdeklerk.com, for more info, and we will chat again.